All right, good morning. It's New Year's Day, 1st of January 2024. It's a Monday, start of the year, start of the week. It's about 7 a.m. I think I woke up at 6:30, got dressed, washed my face. I'm going to have some water, I'm going to hydrate and have a little bit of food. I really want to swim today because I'm going to swim 100 times this year, maybe even more. So I want to get started with a nice win for the year. Then, what else am I doing? I've written it down in my little daily planner. Let's have a look. All right, this is what it's all about. I spent like an hour planning out the first week of the year because we set ourselves up for success here. So what do I have? All right, so we're gonna walk the dogs. I'm gonna do my morning pages. I'm gonna write, eat some food, go for a swim. I need to write a real talk, probably about the start of the year. I got another video to film, and then I'm going to edit and put this vlog out. And then there's a bunch of admin to do. Got to talk to some people about some brand deals because I need cash. And that's our first day of the year. All right, let's get started. Man, it is a beautiful day. The weather is amazing at the moment. Normally I hate summer because it's way too hot. I can't handle heat. It does my head in because I love when it's cold, because when it's cold you can put on clothes, put on a sick outfit, you can warm up. When it's really hot, you can't wear a sick outfit and you're just fucked. You know, you can't, once you've taken off all your clothes and you're still hot, that's it. That's the end. You know, it's not possible when you're outside to kind of be less hot if it's really, really hot. But it's been nice here in Melbourne. It's just been really rainy, actually, which is my favourite. I drink this every morning. It's Hydralyte and just some amino blend. Is that a pre-workout? I don't even know. But I'm always quite dehydrated in the morning. So I smash one of these and I read. And I don't look at my phone. For at least an hour in the morning, or at least I try to. Most mornings I do manage to do that. So I'm gonna sit here and read for a bit, and once I've done that, I'm gonna get up, go to the cafe, get a coffee, do my writing. After that we'll eat, and then we'll go for a swim. I'm reading Steal Like an Artist at the moment. It's a beautifully simple book by Austin Kleon, and it's just got a bunch of tips about finding inspiration from other people and turning that inspiration into wildly unique works that you yourself make. I think a lot of people, they and myself included, you think, oh, I mustn't steal, and that's true, but a lot of people kind of confuse not stealing with never ever looking at other artists and never pulling inspiration from them. And every single piece of artwork is just an amalgamation of what the artist saw before they made it, essentially. And that includes other people's art. So it's a really interesting book of just 10 tips about how to be more creative, how to always be writing, how to always be looking for things that potentially could be art for yourself. And one of the tips which I am implementing, get yourself a calendar. I'm doing that. I've got a daily journal. I'm going to fill it out every single day, and it's going to help me stay on track and stay accountable and smash this year, because I know the effect of not doing your job well over a sustained period of time. I know how that feels, and it's not my fault. I don't feel guilty for it. I was ill. But now that I'm no longer ill, I still kind of am in the habit of acting as a sick person. You know what I mean? You do something for 4 years, and then when you don't need to do it anymore, it's just habit to kind of fall back into it. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to break all of those habits that I needed to have that were previously healthy for me. Things like pacing myself to the absolute maximum, slowing right down, always resting, never really pushing myself too much. These are all things I had to do because I was so ill, and it was the only way I managed to get through it and complete the bare minimum that I could do. Now I'm well, I don't need all of these coping mechanisms. So I'm like, okay, it's about discovering what is possible and kind of pushing and pushing and pushing until I find my new limit where I burn out a little bit and then pull back just a bit and going, all right, that's my daily maximum. That's what I can do every single day without burning out. I like this quote. I really, really like this quote. It's about artists. Once you start looking back, you've stopped moving forward. And what is proverbially said of sharks is true, at least metaphorically, of artists. If your forward momentum ceases, you die. Man, that's so true, because my forward momentum stopped and it felt like dying. A really, really slow death of my soul. And I think that's the one word that I wrote down in my diary about this year. If I could sum it up in one word, or sum up what I would like it to be, and it's strive. Whatever I'm doing this year, I want to be really striving to do it as often as possible, as well as possible, as honestly as possible, because I am well now. I am no longer ill, and I have an entire year in front of me where, fingers crossed, nothing is going to go wrong. Well, things will go wrong, but there will be no catastrophes in my life, global or otherwise, I hope. And that's exciting, man. That's really, really exciting. I can look forward from today to the end of the year and see just an opportunity to strive, to work, to move forward. And that's what we're doing today, and that's what we're going to be doing every single day. And that's the journey I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me to experience. This is the comeback, and I'm going to be vlogging it. So strap in. All right. Time to do our pages. Change of plans. The cafe's opening late, so I, instead of going there early like I was planning to, I guess I'll eat first. I'll eat here. Normally I like to have coffee before I eat, but I'll have food here, and by the time I finish eating, they'll almost be open. Then we'll go there, I'll do my pages. After that, we'll go for a swim. Dude, check out what my girl got me for Christmas. Big pot. I fucking love it. It's really good. I've been cooking bolognese every week, like with heaps of beef in it, and it's such a good breakfast, man. Like beef bolognese, not too much pasta, so it's like mostly protein. It's heaps of protein. It's got heaps of vegetables in it. It's got carrot and celery and onion and heaps of mushrooms as well I put in there. And fuck, dude, it's such a good breakfast. It's kind of like got a lot of calories in it as well. It just makes me feel so good starting my day with it, because you're like, oh, bolognese is like a lunch food or a dinner food, really. You wouldn't really have it for breakfast, but one day I just didn't have what I normally eat for breakfast ready, or we ran out of whatever we needed, so I had it for breakfast, and fuck, I felt amazing. So ever since, I just cook it in a huge batch. I make like maybe 7 to 10 servings of it, and I have it for dinner when I cook it, but every other day I eat it for breakfast. It's a good start. I just caught myself. I sat down at the table and I thought, I didn't think, I just grabbed my phone out of habit to scroll, and then I thought, no, I'm not doing that this year. I don't need to check notifications. I don't need to fucking look at my phone or see what everyone's posted, or, look at strangers and dumb videos and shit. It's 8 a.m. I'm going to read instead of scrolling on my phone while I eat breakfast, numbing my brain. I think I'm going to try and do that. I don't need to look at the phone this year. If I can get my screen time down to like 3 or 4 hours, that would be amazing. I think that would be life-changing. That would give me back about 4 hours of my life that, you know, on average, I was losing to the phone last year. And I think we all do that, you know. Fucking everybody that I know is hitting like minimum 6 hours on the phone. And that's just the phone, you know. Like, I was hitting, you know, between 6 and 8 hours every single day doing this. But then I'm also on the computer working. And then I'll watch something on TV or play a video game. It's like, fuck, how long have I been looking at screens? It's 12 hours more? Fuck. It's not good. Then sometimes you sit there, you got 2 screens going. like a fucking degenerate, like sitting there, you're on YouTube and then you're also looking at TikTok and you just become retarded. It's not good. So, I'm reading. Really exciting. I didn't plan this, it's just pure coincidence. Fresh notebook for the first day of the year. I filled up the final page of my 5th notebook of last year. Finished it yesterday. So now I get to open a new one to start off the new year, which is also the first day of the month, which is also the first day of the week, which is very serendipitous. I think it's a year of rebirth for a lot of us, and I think just getting up and getting that first win right at the start of the year is so important, especially when everybody else is hungover. So, really good. So, I'm gonna do my pages. I write 3 pages every single morning. It's not necessarily comedy, it's not necessarily a diary, it's just whatever's going on in my head. Sometimes it is a diary, sometimes it is a script, sometimes it's a stand-up joke, sometimes it's just how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's about how much I do not want to write anything. But every day it is something that I do, and it's changed my life, so I'm going to get to it. Alright, that's done. 3 pages, smashed it out, took me 25 minutes, which is pretty quick for me. Now we have to go for a swim, is what I've written. So I'm going to take the dogs home, we'll feed them, and go jump in the pool. First swim of the year, 1 of 100. Excellent. Alright, we are actually quite ahead of schedule because I woke up a lot earlier than I was planning to. I wanted to sleep in, but I ended up just waking up naturally, and I find, you know, if I wake up naturally, it's like time to get up, and it's my body going up time. So, didn't go back to sleep, I just got out of bed, went to sleep because it's New Year's at like 1:30, and I woke up just naturally around, I think 7 or 7:30. Maybe even earlier, but point is, we're about an hour ahead of schedule. I wasn't planning on going to the pool until like 11 and or 12 actually, and it's only 10:30, so we're going good for time. I'm excited for it. It's going to be our first swim of the year. I love swimming. Something about swimming, man. Every time I'm in the pool, I just get out after the swim with a bunch of ideas for videos, for vlogs, for stand-up jokes, everything like that. It's kind of meditative, and it's such a good workout, and I love doing it. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I can actually just go and do that. For some reason, you know, going to the gym feels a lot easier than going for a swim. I think it's because, you know, you got to get wet and you got to towel yourself off and you need to have a shower. But that's really not much more effort than lifting weights. I mean, you kind of got to shower anyway after lifting weights. Swimming for me, it's one of those activities where it's like, oh, I can just go and do that. You forget that it's just available to you whenever. You know what it is? Maybe it's because, you know, when you're learning to swim, it's always your mum dropping you off. You learn when you're a kid, and it's like, oh, come on, it's time to go for a swim. Hello.
Lewis.
Yeah, that's me. How are you? Have a good day. Oh man, she blew out. That's so funny. Anyway, what was I saying? It's like, you know, your mum is always like, come on, out of bed, time to go to your swimming lessons, and she's always driving it, or your dad or whatever. And then when she stops taking you, you know, because you know how to swim really well, you're just like, oh, I'm done with swimming, even though you love it. You know, you become an adult and you're like, oh fuck, I can just do shit. You know? It's like when you're like 16, 17, you realize I can just leave the house and go for a walk and buy something from the supermarket if I wanted to. I can get chocolate whenever I want because I've got money, you know? You don't realize you can do that? Swimming is like that for me. I'm like, I really want to go swimming, and then I don't go swimming, and then I feel like it's my mum's fault. Because she never took me. But no longer will my poor mother cop the blame for my lack of discipline. 2024, we're swimming 100 times, and I'm going to document every single one of them. Today is swim number 1. I really wish I could film in the pool. Obviously you can't. But I have a GoPro. I think it would be so cool to, I don't know, just put it on the bottom of the pool or strap it to my head or something like that. But I think that'll get you banned from most pools in the country, bringing a camera in there. So we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is, I'm almost at the pool. I'm going to smash it out and I'll check in with you when it's done. All right? The goal here is to do a kilometer. I'm just going to swim a kilometer. I'm not going to stick to any swimming program. I used to swim like 5 times a week in Tassie when I was living there with Keelan, because he's like an amazing swimmer and he used to do it like competitively. He competed in the Olympics once. He came 4th and then got an injury, but he's still a really good swimmer. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to start off by twice a week minimum. I do a kilometer as quickly as I can, just to build up my aquatic fitness. And when it comes back, when it's fully back, then I'll think about a program that's maybe 3-4 times a week or whatever. But that also depends on, you know, how I'm feeling, how my body looks. Because I want to put on as much weight as I can this year. I really want to see what I look like at 90 kilos. Right now, I'm almost 83, which is pretty heavy, but I'm 6'8", so I still, you know, when I take my shirt off, like, you can see muscles and I've got a 6-pack and everything, and that's fucking awesome. But I don't know, I want to look like, not jacked, I don't want to be huge, I don't want to be a bodybuilder, I just want to look big in a t-shirt. I think that's always been kind of my goal. You know, when you see a man and he just fills out a t-shirt and you can just, he's got like a nice structure and you want to give him a big kiss? That's what I want to look like. Like, I want to get on stage and I want like a lot of men, not all of them, but I want a lot of them questioning their sexuality just a little bit. Because obviously with the new chin, you know, it is over, and every woman coming to the show is going to be provided a towel to sit on because we don't want to damage the seats. But I feel like the men are going to be firmly within the bounds of their own sexuality until I put on a bit more weight. And then, who knows? All right. That's it. We're at the pool. I'll check in after. When we've smashed it out, I'll let you know my times, let you know how it felt. And here we go, man. January 1, this is our first swim of the year. I'm fucking excited. One more thought just before we go in. I wonder if the gym's gonna be really quiet because it's the morning after New Year's, or if it's gonna be really packed. Oh no, the pool's closed. You're fucking kidding. Oh, it's a public holiday. Oh, devastating. Fuck. That actually has ruined my whole day. All right. Of course, it's a fucking public holiday. Why didn't I think of that? Fuck. Alright. That's alright. Improvise, adapt, overcome. We are now doing shoulder day. Oh, did my fucking... Okay. Alright, we're doing shoulder day at the gym. I'm actually fucking fuming. God. Because you need a lifeguard or something. Well, fuck, maybe I go... Maybe, is there another pool that's open? Because I was really... Man... Alright, I'm going to Google if there's another pool open. And if there is, we're going to go there. Fuck. I tell you what, lucky we're an hour ahead of schedule. Because I'm in such a mood to swim that I've walked all the way here. And I thought, fuck it, it's only about 7 minutes away. So I'm jumping in an Uber. And we're going to go to the pool. I'm swimming. I called them, they're open. They said it's not too busy right now, but it's probably going to get busy at lunchtime because it's a nice day. I've never been to this pool. It's an outdoor one. So you know what? We might be able to get a little bit of filming in, at least away from the pool. So I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to get a fucking Uber to the pool because it's just a stupid waste of money. And it's the punishment I deserve for not having my license is not being able to spontaneously go to the pool within 20 minutes of me. But we are getting the license this year. That's something that's happening. That's what this vlog's going to be about, man. It's just going to be me bouncing back from all the shit that's happened and just, yeah, embracing life again because it's something I've not been able to do for so long. And you know, I figure the more I speak, the more I manifest, the more I talk about these things, the more I'll be motivated to actually document and show you them happening. Because I think that's another thing that I want to do this year, man, is I want to inspire, you know, because I've been through hell, dude, and I've been really ill for a really long time, and I've been getting so many messages from people who are currently in the middle of it. Whether it's health, depression, grief, finances, these are all things that I've been struggling with for the last 4 years and have gone through and have, you know, conquered. And I really want to show people what can happen in a year at the end of it, you know, because I walked through hell. I walked through hell for 4 years, man. And I'm finally at the end of it. And I am finally in a place where it's worth it, and I'm going to prove that not just to you but to myself. You know, I didn't go through all this shit just to fucking be in the same spot that I was before it all even started. I want to go above and beyond and continue and, you know, live and strive. That's the word for the year, strive. And that's what I'm going to do. So this Uber's going to pull up in a second, and it's going to be the last time I do this to go to a fucking pool. I think that if I'm really desperate, I may even get a bike. Gee, Isaac Butterfield's going to hate that. Alright, we'll check in at the pool. Hey buddy, for Lewis? Hey dude, you have casual passes?
Yeah, just $5.
Awesome. Sweet.
Enjoy.
Thanks, man. Alright. Let's get changed. I'm going to turn this off. Alright, I've set myself as far away from the pool as possible so that I don't look like some creep with a camera. I forgot sunscreen because I wasn't planning on swimming outdoors, obviously, so we're going to chuck this all over before we go in because I am as pale as they come. You've been seeing a lot about how bad sun cream is for you and how it's poison and how, you know, basically the sun is incredible for you and you shouldn't block it from getting on you. right? But all of that's coming from American voices. I don't think that's true in Australia, right? Because we don't have an ozone layer here. Don't we have some of the highest skin cancer rates in the world? I don't think that's because of smoking. I think that's because we have no ozone layer. Isn't that why? Or am I wrong? I don't know. One thing's for sure. Even if this sun cream was bad for you, it can't be worse for you than how fucking sunburned I always get if I spend 2 minutes in the sun unprotected. You know, so I always try and put some on my face, but I do want to do a little bit of research into types of sun cream, because I imagine there are some that are better for you than others, and more effective and less effective and all that. I mean, what did I buy? Oh, yeah. Coles home brand sunscreen? That's going to kill me. If anything's going to give me skin cancer, it'll be Coles home brand sunscreen. I can feel my cells mutating. Alright. $7.50 for sunscreen from Coles. I bet this says do not resell on it. Whatever. We got ripped off. $5 to get into the pool. $10 on an Uber. $10 on an Uber back. $30-40. Pretty damn expensive. But also it's a public holiday. That being said, I need to get in the pool before every lane gets taken up by 9-year-olds having fun. Okay, this is not about fun. This is about dominating. This is about becoming an Olympic athlete. Watch out, Cody Simpson. If I could swim, if I could sing and swim, it'd be over for you. All right, I'm going to jump in the pool. I'm not going to film it because there's children everywhere, and I'm not that guy. All right, 1 kilometer in 30 minutes, which is really good because I haven't done it for so long. Well, I did it yesterday at my regular pool, and I did 1 kilometer in 25 minutes, which is really quick, especially for me. But the thing is, my regular pool is a 20-meter pool, right? And this one is 50 meters. And a 20-meter pool, you know, it's not even half a 50. It's less than half. So like with the 20-meter pool, a lot of the distance that you're actually traveling, you're not swimming. You're pushing off the wall. You know what I mean? So it's like you push off the wall, and that gets you like a third of the way to the end. You swim for a little bit, then you push off the wall again. Whereas a 50-meter, you know, the push takes you much less far. So I think, yeah, half an hour to swim 1 kilometer, that's actually a lot more realistic and accurate to where I feel, because, man, when I got the time back of like a 25-minute kilometer, I was like, am I an Olympian? I thought I hadn't swum for like a year. So that's a good starting point for the year, I think. 30 minutes to swim 1 kilometer. Let's see if we can get that down to 25. I would be really happy with that. If I can do 25 minutes to swim 1 kilometer in a 50-meter pool, I'll be stoked with that. And you know when you're exhausted towards the end of the swim and it feels less like swimming and more like drowning? That's what I was doing. So, all right, that's done. And what time is it? Oh, it's only 12. I feel like I've had a full day. All right, so what is next on the agenda? What have I written down? Am I on schedule? Am I behind? This is good. Let's have a look. All right, 1st of Jan. We woke up, we walked the dogs, we fed the dogs, we had food, we went for a swim. Right on schedule, man. Because we were an hour early, now we've fallen an hour behind, so we're right on time again. So I'm going to go home, I'm going to eat, get dressed, have a shower, do my hair, and at 1 o'clock we're going to write and film a real talk, and I want to post that. I've been blogging all day, that's good. And then just a bunch of admin, and then I'm going to edit this vlog and post it. And bang, that's the day. Eat some more food, get in bed nice and early for a reading session, and that will have been a beautiful and productive start to 2024. We're going to head home. I'm going to have a shower, get dressed, and I'll check back in with you when we're back. I've got something very important to say. All right? Talk to you in a minute. Back again, sorry. Before I go, I have this little thing in the back of my planner. The reason why I want to swim 100 times this year is in the back of my planner, it's a Hobonichi planner. It's got my 100, and you just fill it with 100 somethings. A lot of people will do movies they've seen, books they've read, songs they listen to. Me, I'm going to write down every single time I went swimming to keep me accountable. I want 100 swims in here. So I'm going to write down the swim that I did, the date, and the time. So the date is January 1. I've got to be careful here, I don't want to get the paper wet. So Jan 1, and we did 1 km in 30 mins. I give that a tick, and there's not enough room to write where we did that swim, but that's okay. We got a tick. First swim of the day. By the end of the year, this is going to be full. I promise. All right. Now I'll check in with you at home. All right, we're back. I'm going to put you in the cupboard. So I'm trying to put on weight this year. I want to see what I look like at like 90 kilos, you know, is kind of what I'm aiming for. So I have a protein shake that I make that's just full of calories. We put blueberries in it, we put oats in it, and a bunch of peanut butter, and then protein powder, and then also Greek yogurt as well. I hate Greek yogurt, really don't like it. So I found like a flavored Greek yogurt that's really nice. It's like salted caramel, and it just makes the shake taste awesome. So that's what we're doing today. We're having that, and that'll be about 1,400 calories. And, you know, if I eat 3,000, 3,500, around that level, for me, if I'm really smart with my meals, I only have to eat 3 or 4 times a day, because I don't like eating all the time. It's annoying, to be honest. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you need to have like 6 or 7 small meals, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. All right, I'm not going to do that shit. 6 or 7 meals a day. Who has time for that? Who is doing that isn't a bodybuilder? Not me. I'll eat 3 times, okay? And if I end up with stomach cancer, that's the deal. Where's the yogurt? All right. Here it is. You know, it's all about like, what can you actually do? Because, you know, I don't want to get on here and be like, all right, it's a brand new year, and if you don't do exactly what you say you're going to do, if you don't hustle and grind, then you're a fucking pathetic little bit. It's like, nah, man, you need to set like, I think you can set like unrealistic, daunting goals, but you need to also set realistic routines and habits. Because if you set a crazy goal and then you don't build any habits, you're not going to get anywhere near close to it. You know, New Year's resolutions are really good and really powerful, but if you don't also write down, oh yeah, I'm going to swim twice a week, you know, you're not going to get anywhere close to where you want to be, because you're not being realistic about what you're going to do every single day. So it's all about doing your yearly resolution, but also having to think about, yeah, but like, what am I actually going to do every day? Because if you don't think about that and you just are like, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire by the end of the year, and then you go, well, to do that, I need to make, you know, $10,000 every day. And it's like, well, that's not doesn't give you anything to go off. That's just a goal with no action behind it. You know, you need to actually think about, okay, here's what I want to achieve. How am I actually going to get there? And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So it's like, oh, I want to weigh 90 kilos. It's like, okay, but that's a goal. You know, me saying that doesn't do anything. What do I actually have to do every single day to do that? And it's like, well, I need to eat 3,500 calories every day. How do I do that? 6 to 7 meals a day. Fuck that, I'm not going to do that. That's not realistic. I can do that in 3 or 4 meals, and that's how I'm going to do that. So yeah, I'm going to smash this, and then it's time to write and film a real talk. And if I get that done, I'll post it, and what a productive day we've had so far. All right, I wrote a real talk, just something about New Year's, smashed it out. I did a little bit of editing, and now we're ready to film it. So I just put the script on my phone. The camera's set up over there, and I've gotten pretty good at knocking these out. Now that I don't have to do the subtitling manually, it's really quick to make these. I can spend more time on making the script funny than editing subtitles, which I used to hate so much, and it took so long, but now you do it with an app. All right. New year, new me. Last year, but by day 3 of that new year, the old you came back and killed the new one with a tub of ice cream. And New year, new me. New year, new me is what you said last year. All right, we're at the end of our day. Put the real talk out, went for a swim, eaten all day, done all the writing that I need to do, all the editing that I need to do. I'm actually going to get this vlog up tonight as well, which is awesome. I just finished editing it. I'm just going to drop this in and hit the upload button. What a productive start to the year. Now, the important thing I wanted to talk about, and I'll probably talk about it again in another vlog, is I just wanted to talk about what this is. And this is me recovering in front of you, you know, not just physically, because the physical recovery from the surgery is mostly done. You know, there's still a little bit more to go. I still got to get my braces off. You know, I'm still a little bit soft in the jaw, a little bit swollen as well, but for the most part, it is finished. This is about the recovery of my actual life, my career. And I really just want to show people, like I was saying before, how possible it is to bounce back from, you know, awful, dark times, even if those times seem to be endless. So what we're doing is we're starting a journey, you and me, okay? I'm going to be doing these as often as I can, whenever I have something interesting to film, whenever I'm doing something that I think you might like to see, or if I ever have a thought that I have, even if it's a book review or an idea or an emotion I've been thinking about a lot, we'll chat about it. That's what this channel is, and that's what it's going to be. You guys are going to watch me, you know, kind of take my life back and be a comedian again. That's really what I want to do. I'm going to be touring in Perth in a few weeks, two and a bit weeks, which is pretty crazy. The first show is January 19, so 19 days from now, I'm going to be in Perth doing shows every single night, and I really want to be just posting, you know, every day while I'm in Perth. So this is a little bit of a practice run for that. Let me know your feedback. I did just notice in the video there's a lot of wind noise. I'll fix that for the next episode. I already know what the problem is. That won't happen again. Unless I'm without my microphone, which I should never be. So that'll be fixed. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this episode, what you want to see, what you want to hear about, what you want to hear me do. But that's it, man. This is the journey. This is the rebirth. This is the comeback. And I am very excited to see where this takes us. I've got a very strong feeling that this journey that we're embarking on, it ends in New York. That might not be this year, that might not be next year, that might not be for 3 to 5 years, but I know where it ends, and it's New York City. All right, so come along. I'll see you there. Subscribe. Talk to you in a few days. Maybe even tomorrow. Who knows?